And you know, some people ask me, which I think it's an interesting question, but it's a valid question. How do I know if I'm going through a spiritual awakening? How do I know if I've gone through a spiritual awakening? And I said, you'll know if you go through a spiritual awakening. You'll know. And I'll give you some examples. You won't be able to. Some of the same people you hung out with, you're not gonna be able to hang out with anymore. The jobs that you did, you're not gonna be able to do or stomach anymore, or they're not gonna resonate with you. Places you used to go, music you used to listen to, you're gonna find yourself a need to declutter and let go of a lot of material things. You're gonna find a need for more solitude, for more quiet. There's a lot of things that are gonna change. And I tell people that there's a difference. There's a difference between someone who's going through a spiritual awakening, dark night of the soul, and so someone who's just feeling unfulfilled and seeking more and having and say, no, there's something more to this. That could be the start of it. But I said, when you go through a true spiritual awakening, you can no longer do and conduct yourself in those old ways anymore. That's the biggest thing that's going to stick out to you. The things that you
Yeah.
used to do are not going to resonate.
Yeah, and like nobody really wants that.
No,
You know, on the other side is a lot of freedom, but nobody
yeah,
really wants that.
no, they don't. Nobody wants to give up.
They want
Give
the
up.
change without the change.
Yeah, they
You
want the
want
change.
all the good stuff.
Of
Yeah.
course, you know what? That's what I tell people. Everybody loves when the universe opens doors and opportunities. Oh my God, great, wonderful, and that's great. And they're receptive to it, and okay, oh great, this is great. But I said you have to be receptive and just as open to those closed doors, even more so, because the universe can't get you to the open doors to the people that resonate with you, the true job you're supposed to be in, to connect you with your passion and purpose. If you're still holding on to that old life, that old way of doing things, the old way of thinking, the old way of perceiving, all those things. So I tell people that it is the beginning of the purging process to better things, to your true, authentic self, to true connection, and start focusing more on what you stand to gain instead of mourning what you're losing.
Yes. Yes.
Yes.
Completely agree.